Hey guys, this is Undercover Dudes all the way from Down Under, and today we're going to be talking about the latest Krunker.io update. Now over the last couple days, there has been quite a few Krunker.io updates. The first one is obviously the big one where it goes and adds quite a few additions to the game, and then the next couple days the developers really get on top of it, patch some of the bugs and all that, and that's why I like Krunker.io compared to a lot of first person shooters and compared to a lot of games. It's because they fix their bugs really quickly compared to other studios, because they're independent, they run their own site, they don't have to go through a whole release schedule and all that. They can just go and patch the game whenever they like. Now the most significant part of this update is obviously the addition of knives. Every class now has a knife slot. It doesn't matter if you're playing the Triggerman, doesn't matter if you're playing Detective or Rocketeer, whatever. Every class has a melee slot. So as you can see here, I'm on my Triggerman, and the combat knife is what everybody gets given by default. In the patch before, we did have the melee slot, but it was hands. But now we actually have something to swipe around with, and that's a combat knife, and it's pretty cool indeed. So I'm going to go and hop in and show you guys the knife right now. It's by default on Q. You go and press the Q button, and you swap to the melee weapon. And as you can see, with that guy, I killed him really quickly. It's basically a 2-hit kill. And look at the attack speed on this one. It's really quick. And you can go right up to somebody, bang, slash them twice, and they're dead. The melee really goes and changes up the weapon. And for people that can't go and aim properly, get right up in their face, bang, slash them. It's a kill, really easy. But with classes like the Triggerman, the Hunter, so on, the addition of a knife is important, but not too significant to the overall gameplay. Because in general, you're going to be running around with your assault rifle or your pistol, whatever. But with classes where you couldn't actually reload cancel, you couldn't actually go and stop the reload midway, for example, the submachine gun, the light machine gun, and the revolver, i.e. classes that don't have a secondary weapon, this is a very big change. And let's go and pull out, let's say, the submachine gun really quickly, and I'll go and put on, people have been saying they don't like the skin because epilepsy attacks, so we'll be putting it on the other contraband for the example here. Let's say I go and fire, and I reload, I can go and do a little quick switch, and I don't need to go and complete the reloader animation. But as you can see, the SMG has a really fast reload. So in the end, it doesn't really matter. However, if we go and swap to a class, let's say the light machine gun, this becomes very important. Now we've got the light machine gun, and this is where the update is really significant. This is a big change. So if I go and take this guy out and reload, let's say I had basically no bullets, as you can see, look how long it takes for me to reload my light machine gun. Very lucky those guys didn't decide to push me, because if they did, they would have got a very easy kill. But now what you can do is press Q twice, do a little bit of a quick switch, and boom, your weapon is back in your hands. Not reloaded, of course, but there's 60 bullets in this belt. Obviously, you can go and get another kill. So I've got 6 here. If I just wanted to go and pop somebody right in my face, panic mode, I could just do a quick switch like this, and bang, it's right there. This is super significant and really boosts the viability of the light machine gun class and the viability of other classes as well. Overall, this is a really cool update, and it's not just because of the quick switching mechanism, it's also because of the movement speed change. So as you can see, just walking around with a light machine gun, it's overall really slow, but as soon as I swap to the knife, look how much faster I am running. And you can go and bunny hop, you can go and jump higher with the melee, you can go and run faster with the melee, and so that means look how easy it is bunny hop, and then I can just swap here, bang, get right into their base, and then spray them down. Very easy indeed. Now obviously these changes are most apparent when you're using a very heavy class like the light machine gun or the Rocketeer, but with that said, oh my god, let's go. But as I was saying, even though it's really apparent on heavy classes, it still has an effect on, let's say, the Triggerman. You run faster with a knife, so if you want to just beat somebody by like half a second or 1 second, swap to the knife, bunny hop to where you're going, and you're gonna have a really cool advantage. Now of course the melee addition is the most significant part of this patch, but there's also a few other things that I want to go and touch on. Now, the first one is a new spray that is available right now in game. Now, if you don't even know what sprays are, if I go and hop in game right here, if I go and press F, I've got currently Sydney's face put right here. You can go and spray something on the walls. And so this guy has got Yodo, you only die once, and there's a ton of different sprays in the game. Now, with all of that said, there is a new spray in game, and that's what I wanted to go and talk about. As you can see, you go to sprays, there's a ton of different ones you can go and use. I've been using Sid for the longest time, but if you go and scroll down, you got TSM Myth's logo right here. But if you scroll all the way down to the bottom, there is now a FaZe logo in game, and I don't know if that means anything. I'm just stirring the pot. I've got absolutely no idea, but honestly, if FaZe members started playing Krunker, that would be pretty sick indeed. And hey, FaZe, if you want to reach out, FaZe UCD, it sounds cool, doesn't it? But with that said, let's go and equip it, and let's hop in game and talk about some other stuff with this patch. Now, the next one I want to go and talk about is, you know how there's verified users? As you can see, I've got my tick right here that says that I'm a verified user. Developers have said, like, yes, I am who I say I am, and so on and so on. But with that said, there is now verified clans. So as you can see, I'm currently in Law Gang, and the clan tag is now gold, and that means you're in a verified clan, and that is pretty sick indeed. So that means that this clan is who they say to be, and the developers have gone and, you know, verified it manually. So that's pretty cool. That's just like an extra little feature, and it goes and shows off, you know, that you're in a prestigious clan if you want to go and say that. Now, while we're hopping around in game, there's one thing I do want to go and mention, and that's the fact that the anti-cheat has been updated. It's now been updated for like the third, fourth patch in a row. It's continually being patched, and I just wanted to go, you know, shout out developers for making sure this game is wait, I'm gonna knife this guy right here. Oh, I feel so bad for him. But basically, the anti-cheat, you know, I haven't been seeing hackers in this game for quite a long time, and the fact they're keeping on top of it's a really good sign. Now, in this video, the majority of the time I've been using AK-47, and there's a very good reason why. It's super strong, close, medium, and long range. Overall, I absolutely love it. However, the damage of this weapon has now been nerfed from 24 all the way down to 23. And when I mean all the way down, I'm obviously being a bit sarcastic here, because it's not really significant change. It still takes 3 headshots to go and kill. It still takes 5 body shots to go and kill. Overall, there's not much change to this weapon, and it's more so a nerf to go and appease the people saying that the AK-47 is overpowered. When it was 25 damage per body shot, was it really strong? Yes, it was strong, but I still don't think it was overpowered. And now just bringing it in line at 23, whatever it has, that guy just yeeted himself off there. But overall, I feel like this is probably the state that AK is going to live with for the rest of the time in Krunker.io. I don't think it needs a buff. I don't think it needs a nerf. Free shot kill to the head. That's all it really needed. And overall, beats at SMG in close range. Double thumbs up. It's all good. Now, for the longest time, every time I wanted to go and look at these patch notes, I would go onto the official Discord, and Sydney went and posted them. However, there's an actual official TXT document where you can go and see all the patch notes for the history of the game, which is pretty sweet. But with that said, we scroll all the way up to the top. We've got all the updates we talked about today, but there's also a section here that's called "We Are Working On." Ooh, mysterious. So as you can see, kanji bazaar changes, very important. Kaya wager matches. Do you guys remember like Call of Duty Black Ops, where you could go and like wager your points, your COD points in like a gun game, or your one in a chamber? Something like that surely would be insane. Better anti-cheat, pretty important. Search and destroy mode. Thank God, yes, that's coming. That's so good. Batter out, of course. Another UI overhaul. That's absolutely insane. We've got rank, the count recovery, so on and so on. And there's going to be a new famous class coming very soon. Overall, I'm pretty happy with this update. The developers have really been quite responsive. Like, I had a problem where there wasn't a primary weapon bind when the first update came out. I just did at Sydney, at official Krunker on Twitter, and bang, like the next update, primary weapon bind was literally a day after. I'm not saying it was just because of me. I know other people are, you know, talking about this, but they're really responsive, and that's absolutely fantastic. Now, with that said, as you can see, I have 3,722 KR. I would love to do a contraband knife unboxing, and Fingers crossed, maybe the Tooth Fairy Vince could potentially go and give me some KR, because I know you guys have been asking. People every day have been asking. But with that said, let's go and do 1 or 2 heroic spins now to end off the video. And fingers crossed, man. Come on, 0.5%. Surely, with my luck, we go and get like 2 blues in a row. That's the first blue. And of course, it's an Autumn RL. Let's go and do 1 more spin. For good luck, hopefully we can go and get it, and no, we just get another blue. You know, we get the basket. We literally get the worst cosmetic. We get the worst cosmetic. The game's just telling me not to go do it anymore. But let's just go and do one more in any case. It's like addicting. Oh, okay. I'm okay with Legendary. I've already got the Jack-o'-lantern. It doesn't matter, but you can see, you just want to keep going and doing unboxings and all that. But I would love to go and do one in the future. Vince, hook me up, my man. That would be absolutely sick. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to go and give it a like rating. But other than that, it's Undercover Dudes all the way from Down Under. Out.